everyone. Hello. I say good morning because it is morning here for me in Michigan, but depending upon where you're watching from, it could be afternoon, evening, different parts of the world, and also on the replay. Thank you so much for joining today. Today we're going to be talking about emotional eating. So we're going to be talking about that, and of course I have a few stories about myself and some friends. So good morning. We're going to be talking about emotional eating and how it affects us, and just, I don't know why we do it, because I have no idea why we do it, but we do. Good morning. Thank you for the hearts already. So maybe some of you maybe you're also emotional eaters, and you also have things to weigh in. If you're an emotional eater, let me know. And if you have any suggestions, throw them in there. So my name is Kristen Schmidt, and I wrote a book called Bring Pretty Back. And what it's about ways that I lost my pretty, ways I brought it back, and just topics to talk about things that matter. They matter to me, and I hope they matter to you. Thank you for the hearts. What we're going to be talking about again is emotional eating. Oh, that has been my problem for about probably 26 years now, 26, 27. I wasn't always an emotional stress eater. I wasn't when I was younger in high school or anything like that. I wasn't. It was when I got older that I started this, when I had kids and I was home, and that's when I began that's when I started. And crazy. It makes no sense why I do it, and then you do it and then you hate yourself afterward. That's the crazy part. That's the part that doesn't make any sense, that we do it even though we don't want to do it, but we do. I have done it. I went away. I was gone for a couple weeks, and I came back and I had a whole bunch going on in my mind. So I caught myself one day. Oh, thank you, cousin Jay the plant. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you for joining, and thank you for the comments. I got back and I caught myself. I was in the pantry, and I was standing there and I was eating Ritz crackers, and they were kind of stale. And I'm in there and I'm eating these stupid Ritz crackers, and I caught myself. I thought, what are you doing? What are you doing here? And I wasn't even conscious that I was doing it. I was just standing there thinking about something else, standing in the pantry with the light off, eating Ritz crackers. Insane. So I do it. I've been doing it for years, and I think it's hilarious that one of my friends, because we talk about this a lot, things we've done, and like, let me tell you what I've done. No. Oh no, let me tell you what I've done. So one of my friends, Stephanie, she was going through a really hard time, infertility, and just had a really, like, everything crashed down at once. And she went ahead and she caught herself. She got a box of cake mix out of the cupboard, dumped it in a bowl, went to the cupboard, went to the sink, got some water, threw some water in the bowl, stirred it up, and was eating the batter with the bowl in the bowl, and it was like still half dry. And she sat there and ate it. And she said that was probably her rock bottom. That was probably her rock bottom point, when she was eating dry, watered down cake mix out of the bowl at like midnight, and couldn't get enough of it. I said, oh, now I haven't done that, but I've made a brownie mix. But I'm a little classier. I mixed it all up, so it was at least it wasn't all dry, and ate brownie just out of the bowl, like a lot. So till you're sick, you'd eat till you're sick. So it's ridiculous, and you just these stories that we do to ourselves. You thought you were alone. No, you're not alone. Girl, you're not alone. Oh, let me tell you another story. Okay, I have a cousin. He was going to college, and he was married at the time, and he was going to college at the time, and remember when the bread makers came out and everybody had these, the bread maker make their loaf of bread, and we all thought we were something. And so he and his wife got one for their wedding. So before she left for work, they made a loaf of bread. So she went to work and he was home for the day. And he was there minding the bread. Well, it came out, so he started eating some of the bread. Well, he ate like 3/4. He ate almost the whole loaf. Well, then he realized that she'd be coming home, so he made another loaf, finished that loaf, made another loaf of bread, and then had to cut some off because he knew that she knew that there was no way he was going to have a loaf of bread in the house and not eat any in the day. So then he cut some of that off and hid it. So when she got home, there was just a couple pieces of bread gone. So he was like, you get to where you're hiding it. It's like you hide it's like you're ashamed of yourself. So you're like, okay, I'm going to hide this over here. I'm going to pretend like I didn't have it. And oh my gosh, we still laugh at that. Maybe it's maybe it's my family. Maybe it's just my family, but that's what we do. I'm going to give my own. If I'm going to tell somebody else's story, I'm going to tell my own. I made a chocolate pie one time. Well, I made a lot of them, but this time I made a chocolate pie, and just a Keebler crust with cooked pudding in it, and I made it, and I love it, by the way. So I don't, so I had a piece, I had another piece. I was kind of like my cousin, so I ate like half the pie. So I thought, I was a little embarrassed of myself. So what I did was, I think I ate the rest of it that day. Then when my husband came home, I told him it fell out of the fridge. He doesn't watch my show, so he won't know, so don't tell him. But it fell out of the fridge. I said, it fell on the floor. I had to throw it away. It didn't fall on the floor. I ate the damn thing. I ate the whole chocolate pie. So, yeah. So I know what it's like to eat you eat without, I eat mindlessly. Are you a stress eater? Are you? Let me know. Let me know if you're a stress eater, and have you willing to share a story? If you're willing to share a story, go to Bring Pretty Back on Facebook, and you can even private message me if you don't want me to. If you want, I'll protect the innocent. I'll protect the innocent if you want me to. So I'll just tell the story without saying who you are. But these are funny. You know what? Here's another one. I had a bowl of ice cream one time, and my husband pulled in, and I was ashamed of it. I don't know. He doesn't care if I eat ice cream. He doesn't. But I threw it when he got home, I threw it underneath the couch and pretended like I was just watching TV. So I do this all the time. So it's like, and I caught myself this week because I've been really mindful of it. I've lost 15 pounds. I've been really mindful of, and I know that's what it is for me, is my mindless stress eating. That's huge for me. I know that's why. That's where most of my weight comes from, is from that. So I've been really, really paying attention. Well, I started this show, and then I started getting really nervous because, oh my gosh, what if I can't come up with the right content? I was nervous about doing the show. So I found myself eating, going back to and I caught myself this last week eating, like, it doesn't even matter. Just go to the fridge, eat something, just eat. So it was just kind of silly and then I thought, okay, get a handle on it. So I think that's part of it, don't you? I think part of it is just recognizing that you do it and just being mindful of it, because it's really, really easy to not. Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for watching live. Thank you for watching on the replay. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for everything. I want everybody to know I really appreciate this. But if I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to talk about things that I do, and I'm going to get real. I'm going to tell on myself, and I'm going to tell my stories. Oh, on the Pretty Coffee with Kristen show. Still loving my cup. But go to bringprettyback.com or Bring Pretty Back on Facebook, and let me know your stories. And thanks for the hearts. Thank you. But let me know your stories, because I would love to hear them. And then tomorrow, what I'm going to do, true hunger. I'm not even hungry. Gianna, I'm not even hungry. I'm not eating because I'm hungry. You're not eating a whole pie because you're hungry, or a dry or a stale Ritz cracker, or a whole loaf and a half of bread. I know you know. I know you know. But I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying it's not. I don't eat because I'm hungry. It's not hunger. It's stress. It's almost like trying to fill something up. You know, some people eat, some people drink, some people smoke, some people shop. I don't know. Whatever people do. I know I eat. That's me. That's what I do. My hormonal chain. Well, I bet you my hormonal chain is all messed up. That doesn't surprise me. It probably is. Yeah, I'm sure. There's a whole lot of things messed up. Starting with my hormonal chain. Yeah, there's a whole lot messed up in here. That's why I'm talking to you, because I'm talking to you about things that I go through. So, yes. So I think so today I'm talking about emotional eating, stress eating, what I do, what people I know do. And the first thing, you know, that is, it doesn't solve a thing. Let's just start there. Eating a loaf of bread has never solved a problem, ever. Going through, and you hear, you know, people going through McDonald's and ordering like tons of food. Anything you eat doesn't solve I'll tell you right now, that doesn't solve a problem. That I know for sure, which is funny that I've chosen to do it for, I don't know, almost 3 decades, that it didn't occur to me that this isn't solving a problem. And my friend Tracy and I were talking one day, and we're talking about eating or shopping or whatever. It's almost like you're trying to fill a hole in your soul. That's kind of what you're doing, because it's stress. You're trying to fill a hole in your soul. So no, chocolate pie is not going to fill a hole in your soul. But today I'm talking to you about confessing, and tomorrow I'm going to be talking to you about ways that we can maybe try to change our stress eating, cope with it, deal with it, and maybe, I don't know, maybe not do it so much. So that's what I'm talking about today, is my confessions, and tomorrow I'm going to talk to you about ways that we can maybe get a handle on this. Get a handle on this stress eating. That will be the show tomorrow. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate you listening live, on the rerun, the hearts, being here, spending time with me, sharing your stories. Go to bringprettyback.com, and if you want, and let me know, there's a contact me. Share your story with me. Also, if you're a stress eater, and also if you have any tips for us to get a grip, I would appreciate it. Also, bringprettyback.com, and also Bring Pretty Back on Facebook. Let me know. I want to hear from you. So I would appreciate it. Now, also, what I would like you to do is go out in the world today and make someone else feel pretty. Do something to make someone else feel pretty. I promise it'll make you feel better. And let's do something for someone else. Pay Pretty Forward. Let me know what it is. Hashtag Pay Pretty Forward. Let me know what you're doing. I can't get enough of it. You can't pay it forward. Pay Pretty Forward. Yes, please do. Thank you so much. Go out, pay pretty forward, and I'll be here tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, talking to you about ways that we can get a handle on this stress eating. Mwah! Have a pretty day.